Hello and welcome to the latest update of the sugarcane rainfall outlook covering the far north and northern sugarcane districts. In this issue, we'll look into how the Bureau's Access S long-range forecast model verified for rainfall over the month of August and then September rainfall to date. We'll then cover short-term weather watch points before seeing what the Access S and international model rainfall outlooks have in store over the coming months. First, a review of the Access S model performance over the month of August. On the left, we have the observed rainfall. August saw totals in excess of 200 millimetres in places. In the middle, that rainfall converted to deciles. We can see a lot of blue colours there indicating the above median rainfall recorded, with the exception of pink colours through much of the lower Herbert catchment, showing below median rainfall through there. And on the right, the Access S rainfall outlook for August, issued mid-July, with an inset of the skill map. We can see from the skill map top right that the model has moderate past accuracy at 55 to 65%, increasing to 65 to 75% accuracy south of Ingham for this time of year. The forecast was for higher odds of exceeding the median rainfall across the region, with the greatest odds between Cairns and Babinda. So overall, it's performed well, with the exception of the lower Herbert where rainfall has generally been below 10 millimetres for the month. On to rainfall so far during September, and it's quite similar to the August pattern with above median falls across much of the cane regions, with the exception of the lower Herbert catchment. Looking ahead to the short-term forecast now, and here we have the 7-day rainfall accumulations from 10 p.m. Thursday the 28th of September to 10 p.m. next Thursday the 5th of October. We're looking at the European model here, and as usual, the wet tropics has the highest rainfall forecast with 20 to 30 millimetres up on the ranges, with 15 millimetres or less expected elsewhere. Here we have the Access S forecast chance of exceeding 50 millimetres of rainfall over a week period, starting from the 1st of October on the left and the 8th of October on the right. And the forecast for both 7-day periods has a less than 10% chance of exceeding 50 millimetres across the week. Looking at the October rainfall outlook now, with the chance of exceeding the median rainfall assessed at 25 to 30% for much of the cane growing areas, decreasing to 20 to 25% for the tablelands. The past model skill during October is very high, with accuracy in excess of 75%, decreasing to 65 to 75% to the north of Cairns. This outlook is likely due to the combined influence of the positive IOD and the El Niño finally kicking into gear, which both have a drying effect on this part of Australia during spring. This translates into decreased odds of seeing rainfall higher than the historical median for the month of October, as we can see from the lower values of the forecast 50% chance of receiving on the left, compared with the historical median map on the right. And to gauge the most likely rainfall range for the month, we delve deeper here with the high chance on the left, the 75% chance of receiving, and the lower chance totals on the right, the 25% chance of receiving, giving us an idea of the possible rainfall spread for the coming month. For comparison, here we have the international model rainfall outlooks for the month of October, with long-range forecasts from the US, Italy, Germany, Canada, Europe, Japan, the UK and France. The colour scheme here is representing terciles, so rainfall amounts in the yellow and brown colours represent forecast rainfall in the lower third, a drier than median forecast. White colours indicate rainfall in the middle tercile, so close to median, and the green and blue colours indicate rainfall forecasts in the upper tercile, above median rainfall. So it's a fairly even split between the middle and lower terciles between the international model forecasts. And here is the consensus forecast of those models combined for October. So averaging the model outlooks from the previous page results in a rainfall forecast of 40 to 50% odds of rainfall in the lower tercile during October. And now into the long-range forecast for November to January for a glimpse ahead into late spring and early summer conditions. The Access S model has moderate to high skill for this period across the growing areas. The forecast is for a 35 to 45% chance of exceeding the median rainfall for the region. And looking at the international model outlooks for the same time period, we can see that all models are forecasting rainfall for the period to be within the lowest tercile, so a drier outlook. And here is the consensus forecast of those models combined for the same time period, so averaging the model outlooks from the previous page, which shows that the rainfall is forecast with 50 to 60% odds of being in the lower tercile for the time period. This reinforces the Access S November to January forecast, boosting our confidence in the outlook. This is the last video for the 2023 Sugarcane Rainfall Outlook series. Please continue to monitor the Bureau's seasonal outlooks at www.bom.gov.au. We will monitor for any significant changes from the seasonal forecast during the harvest period and provide updates as necessary. For general queries about the Bureau's Agricultural Decision Support Services, please contact agriculture@bom.gov.au. As always, check the latest forecasts and warnings on the Bureau's website or the BOM Weather app. Thanks for listening.